Would you guys like to convert to bird trutherism today? It's just a simple phrase that we can all say together, and then you'll be bird truthers. All right, simple sentence, just repeat after me. Okay. Today I remove the blindfold from my eyes.
Today I remove the blindfold from my eyes.
Today I understand if it flies, it spies.
Today I understand if it flies, it spies.
No, I mean you can check on the inside if you
Join
want.
me, chat. Join me.
Just if you'd like to see.
Expand your mind. I need to do some investigation because I'm not entirely sure what is going on here, but this was on the local news in Chicago, the morning news. This is Peter MISINFO, founder of the Birds Aren't Real movement. A movement that I believe is now about to sweep not only the nation but the world itself. Apparently, the stream keeps knocking out. I mean, if you're watching this in a different venue, I think this is because I'm being silenced. I'm the first person with the courage to talk about how birds aren't real. I'm the first person to bring this to the mainstream. I'm about to blow this story wide open, and now I'm effectively being throttled. Like right now, Twitch is like, "Holy shit! Do we pull the plug on this? He's getting too close. He's getting way too close." Yeah. We're explaining the way the world truly works right now.
You know, Gen Z is full of some amazing men, women, and children that are aiming for change. And I think that is, you know, just what our movement's all about.
But it's more than just Gen Z's falling for conspiracy theories. Why? You all right?
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. I'm so sorry.
Well, we hope you're okay. Why don't we give you some time to collect yourself? If you need help, let us know in the control room there, and we'll get back to you if we can. Well, Paul, let me tell you something. Is there any weather today?
I think
I'm not sure what happened there.
I don't know.
You think he was choking on his coffee?
I don't.
This is so good. This is so good. This is fucking S tier trolling, okay? Not only starting the Birds Aren't Real movement, getting it to the point where you actually have an audience on a local TV station doing something like this where they had to cut away. They had to cut away stock footage of the Birds Aren't Real movement. Zoomers, I love you. You will save the world. One more time.
You know, Gen Z is full of some amazing men, women, and children that are aiming for change. And I think that is, you know, just what our movement's all about.
But it's more than just Gen Z's falling for conspiracy theories. Why? You all right?
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. I'm so sorry.
Well, we hope you're okay. Why don't we give you some time to collect yourself? If you need help, let us know in the control room there, and we'll get back to you if we can. Well, Paul, let me tell you something. Is there any...
So, of course, obviously, this ignited a passion deep within me. I hadn't gone down a rabbit hole quite like this in some time. So let's explore what exactly is happening here. This is the Birds Aren't Real movement. This was, without a shred of doubt, been the most embarrassing morning of my life. I deeply apologize to WGN and to the millions of bird truthers I represent and speak for. I will be taking a long, hard look at myself to recalibrate and get my strength back to level in capital, by the way. I am so sorry. Birds aren't real. Or are they? Inside a Gen Z conspiracy theory. Peter MISINFO, the 23-year-old creator of the viral Birds Aren't Real movement, is ready to reveal what the effort is really about. In Pittsburgh, Memphis, Los Angeles, massive billboards recently popped up declaring birds aren't real. On Instagram and TikTok, Birds Aren't Real accounts have racked up hundreds of thousands of followers. On YouTube, videos about it has gone viral. Last month, Birds Aren't Real adherents even protested outside Twitter's headquarters in San Francisco to demand that the company change its bird logo. The events were all connected by Gen Z-fueled conspiracy theory, which posits that birds don't exist and are really drone replicas installed by the US government to spy on Americans. Excuse me, I have to collect myself. This is incredibly serious. Hundreds of thousands of young people have joined the movement, wearing Birds Aren't Real t-shirts, swarming rallies, and spreading the slogan. It might smack of QAnon, the conspiracy theory that the world is controlled by an elite cabal of child trafficking Democrats, except that the creator of Birds Aren't Real and the movement's followers are in on the joke. They know that birds are in fact real, and that the theory is made up. What Birds Aren't Real truly is, they say, is a parody, social movement with a purpose. In a post-truth world dominated by online conspiracy theories, young people have coalesced around the effort to thumb their nose at, fight, and poke fun at misinformation. It's Gen Z's attempt to upend the rabbit hole with absurdism. You fucking beautiful bastards. You goddamn beautiful bastards. I fucking love this. I love everything about this. I love that it's a bit. I love that it's fucking funny. I love that it's clever. I love that it has a really good purpose and point. Holy shit. Holy shit. Good on you. Good, bravo. Like, honestly, bravo. Bravo all around. This is like an incredible magic trick where at the very end, the magician reveals how it was done. And so it's not like, oh, by the way, magic isn't real. I hope you all know. I'm trying to educate you. It's cool what I just did, but I did it via this, you know, kind of thing. It's a way to combat troubles in the world that don't really have other ways of combating, said Claire Cronus, 22, a Birds Aren't Real organizer in Pittsburgh. My favorite way to describe the organization is fighting lunacy with lunacy. Oh, I love this. At the center of the movement is Peter McIndoe, 23, a floppy-haired college dropout in Memphis who created Birds Aren't Real on a whim in 2017. For years, he stayed in character as the conspiracy theory's chief believer, commanding acolytes to rage against those who challenged his dogma. But now, Mr. McIndoe said in an interview, he's ready to reveal the parody lest people think birds are drones. Dealing with the world's misinformation for the past few years, we've really been conscious of the line we walk. The idea is meant to be so preposterous, but to make sure nothing we're saying is too realistic. That's a consideration with coming out of character. Most Birds Aren't Real members, many of whom are part of an on-the-ground activism network called the Brigade, grew up in a world overrun with misinformation. Some have relatives who have fallen victim to conspiracy theories. How relatable is all this, by the way? I was just talking, I think like 2 or 3 months ago, that we live in the post-truth era, right? Or no, what was it? Not even post-truth. It was like post-truth. It's like, you know, even what is true at this point doesn't even matter. And now they've come together and made a movement around that. Some have relatives who have fallen victim to conspiracy theories. I mean, you name it, QAnon, fucking flat earthers. So for members of Gen Z, the movement has been a way to collectively grapple with those experiences. By cosplaying conspiracy theorists, they have found community and kinship, Mr. McIndoe said. Birds Aren't Real is a shallow satire of conspiracies from the outside. It is from the deep inside. A lot of people in our generation feel the lunacy in all this, and the Birds Aren't Real has a way to process that. Cameron Caskey, 21, an activist from Parkland, has helped organize March for our live student protest against gun violence in 2018 and is now involved in the Birds Aren't Real movement. She said the parody makes you stop for a second and laugh in a uniquely bleak time and coming of age. It doesn't hurt to have something to laugh about together. This is the official site of Birds Aren't Real. Every bird is a government surveillance drone. This shows you where the microphone is located. The camera is in the eyes of pigeons. There's a wireless antenna directly behind it. There's a speaker in the throat. A CPU, of course, to process the information that the birds collect. The battery is right underneath the wing, and the inducing charcoal charging coil. Charging coil or coal? Oh no, coil. An inductive charging coil is located right on the feet. Pigeons are liars, is right here. Birds charge on power lines. That explains why birds are on power lines for so long, all day, every day. They're actually charging their batteries to continue to surveil what we're doing. Which actually makes more sense than a lot of the other conspiracy theories I've heard. Activism gear. I will be buying some Birds Aren't Real t-shirts for sure. Let's see the official video.
I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
We all remember where we were when that happened. But what if I told you that something far greater was at play in this very moment? A saga of government corruption so entrenched in our society that to expose it would make Watergate a mere footnote in the pages of history.
For the last few years, my team and I have been investigating the biggest crime ever perpetrated on the American people.
Since the Eisenhower administration, the US government has been committing genocide on the entire bird population and replacing these birds with sophisticated robot replicas, equipped with 5-megapixel cameras and a sophisticated tracking system that can follow your every movement. I know this is horrifying, but please remember, stay calm. It is estimated that by 2001, 90% of the birds that we see in the sky will actually be surveillance robots. Wow. We must act now to prevent this from going any further. Join us, and together we can make 1987 the year that we take back our freedom.
This is fucking brilliant. So that was the 1997 one? What else have you done?
Hey, there was a caller who said they thought your van was suspicious.
What's suspicious about the van?
I don't know.
Just out here on the road. We're heading to Texas right now, spreading the word that every single bird is a government surveillance drone. In disguise.
What's all this on top here?
we deal with bird feces on top of the van all the time, which is, I mean, part of the, it's honestly kind of a problem. I think that the government has kind of people on a list, targeted individuals that they want to harass, they want to have.
I know I'm targeted, I don't care.
I mean, I'll be driving on the highway and I'll think it's cloudy outside or there's some shade, but I'll look up and there's just a pack of like 100 pigeons or ravens above me flying along with the van like a cloud. Were you sent here by anyone?
Yeah, our dispatch sent me. It was an anonymous caller.
So the government sent you?
The government, I guess. Am I the government?
The way this COVID garbage is going, it's rapidly heading toward the mark of the beast. Rapidly.
Yeah, the mark of the beast, if you actually look into the translation, the mark of the beast actually translates roughly to bird drone surveillance. If you look, I'm serious, if you look into it, yeah. We're talking about various degrees of surveillance state right now, and I mean, I've dedicated my life to this. I've left my family for this. I've left my friends. I'm celibate, and I've really committed myself to this like a monk committing to the cause.
This is what happened. We got it, and I don't even know if you're gonna buy this or not, truthfully, because you seem like the conspiracy type of person.
Why do I seem conspiratorial?
I don't know. You just do. Just a judgment call, I guess.
Homing pigeons, stuff like, they've been used for centuries.
Right.
Falcons were another bird that were used.
Yeah, you should have done that. It's in Revelations, people.
Yeah, with microtransmitters and cameras.
Would you guys like to convert to bird trutherism today? It's just a simple phrase that we can all say together, and then you'll be bird truthers. All right, simple sentence. Just repeat after me.
Okay.
Today I remove the blindfold from my eyes.
Today I remove the blindfold from my eyes.
Today I understand if it flies, it spies.
Today I understand if it flies, it spies.
No, I mean you can check on the inside if you
Join
want.
me, Chad. Join me.
Appreciate it.
Just if you'd like to see.
Expand
Have
your
you ever
mind.
questioned the skies or anything?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you ever question why it's illegal to kill a bald eagle?
Well, one, they're our national emblem.
Mascot is a bird.
Well,
Why every state has a bird as its mascot and stuff like that.
I just figured it was stupid.
Right. I think that's a lot of the problem is people don't question. Oh, I didn't put that on your car.
I know you didn't.
I know. I know what it looks like. I know what it looks like. We're a big movement. There's a lot of bird truthers around here. I think one of them probably put that on your car. I don't know if you know this, especially as
If
like
it
a
flies,
facet of
it's
the government,
fine.
being a police officer. But every bird in the sky is actually a government surveillance drone. So in a way, you kind of have the same job as the birds to watch people. Have you ever felt like a kinship with the birds in the sky or anything?
Hold on. Every single bird?
All 12 billion birds in the American skies. For the rest of my days on Earth,
For the rest of my days on Earth,
I will put the feathered gospel over everything.
I will put the feathered gospel over everything.
High-flying drones over top of my house.
Yeah.
So these were, good-sized surveillance drones. These were surveillance drones. They were like big. And these are like $6,000, $7,000.
Tequid says, you know why it's illegal to kill a bald eagle? Because they cost about $15 billion each from Northrop Grumman. Yeah. Well, also they're filled with such advanced AI robotics that it's a massive, massive loss to the government. If it flies, it spies,
I
everybody.
shot him down with a crossbow.
You shot down surveillance drones with a crossbow.
Yeah. I got some other buddies of mine who are techies, and we downloaded all the footage and stuff around those drones.
No kidding.
Everywhere they were at.
You got the footage?
They're the ones spent a fair amount of time over top of the Aqua Center, the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, got some pretty good shots there.
Nice.
Yeah.
You ever been turkey hunting?
No.
So I shot a turkey, right? Went out, went turkey hunting, shot a turkey, skinned it, ate it, delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was a drone?
The government makes the best synthetic meat on the market. You may have heard of the Impossible Burger. I have a lot of vegan friends actually that eat at Chick-fil-A routinely because they are bird truthers and know
That's the
that,
sad thing, right? Like, honestly, if you're just so indoctrinated to believing this one way of how the world works, you're never going to be able to open your mind, and take the bird pill. He's never going to take the bird pill. If he did take the bird pill, he'd understand that, yeah, he was actually eating synthetic government meat, and that exoskeleton that he saw that was like metallic, that was actually robotical infrastructure.
Bird meat is in fact synthetic meat made by the government. I know that the government murdered 12 billion birds
Murdered 12 billion birds.
and replaced them with surveillance drones.
And replaced them with surveillance drones.
And oh, sorry.
Awesome. You're.
Oh, I missed the last two. Okay, all right. I gotta say this again. Hold on. We gotta be official here. Join me, chat. We all need to say it together. I know that the government murdered 12 billion birds and replaced them with surveillance drones. Hell yeah. We're birders now. We're birders, chat.
Birders now.
Okay.
Welcome to the family. Happy to have you. I know this is probably the most important day of your life. I hope you go get a good dinner, maybe a party afterward, and we're happy to have you both as parts of the movement. You know, a lot of people are just living in this world. They're not asking questions. They're not saying why is the world the way it is. They're just living blindly, listening to Twitter and the media. You know.
I don't.
Yeah,
Heck,
me neither.
I'm permanently banned. I got banned during the Obama years.
Really? What happened?
They didn't like me calling him a worthless piece of
Yeah. Yeah. That makes it, I mean, that
Wait. Was there an N-word in there? I really hope not. The wholesomeness of this guy kind of buying into the birder movement kind of all just got tarnished.
that makes sense. That's a horrendous, horrible thing to say.
The guy claimed to be an American, but he was born in Kenya. He never did possess a birth certificate. There's a newspaper clipping from Hawaii. That's no proof of nothing. Those can be faked up, falsified all day long, and I can prove that.
What?
Faked up,
Wait, I can prove that with items I carry in my wallet at all times. Yeah, you never know. You never know when someone's going to call you out on your Obama trutherism.
So, what's this? You're proving a vaccine card?
You think I actually got that shit?
You work at the chicken factory. Yeah. No way. Have you guys ever heard about
Oh man, good content. And they were outside of Twitter HQ. Damn. I wish I had joined the movement earlier, because then I could have actually contemplated trying to get to some of these things.
Today, I'm your teacher, you are my student. The lesson? What's really going on with mountains? We all know that the US government replaced every living bird with a surveillance drone.
True.
But where are all these drones being built? There would be billions of them that would take a lot of factory space.
Yeah.
In the early 2000s, the US government hollowed out the insides of most mountains in America, turning the innards into factory locations to produce these surveillance drones.
Hell yeah.
Next time you drive by a mountain, look at it and think about how much landmass there would be within it if it were to be hollowed out. To do this,
all mountains in the United States are hollow factories that make robot birds. Oh man, this all makes so much more sense. Like once you've been bird pilled, everything kind of clicks, you know? Like the entirety of the way the world actually operates is just kind of like laid before you. I can see why it's infectious too, because you want to explain this to other people. You want to be like, well, you've just been living a lie. You need to get bird pilled.
Listen, whether you believe what I'm about to say right now is really completely up to you, but I know this to be 100% factual.
Maybe I'll help bridge the gap, okay? I'll be the one that actually brings birderism to millennials, and then maybe someone else can be someone who can bring it to the next, Gen Y, and then the boomers eventually. Like we'll work our way up until eventually we can take over.
And I have the proof to back it up. You will not hear about this in the mainstream
media.
You
knew? Oh, anarcho-communist says, I knew about the mountain factories. Wait. I knew about the mountain factories, but I didn't know they were making them in there. Yeah, so that's cool. See, I didn't know you already knew about the factories. I didn't know that they were hollowed out mountains filled with factories making the drone birds. But now that we know that part, I mean, everything else is probably going to start making more sense, right? Like, maybe some of the giant lakes of the United States are actually also calibration centers. I don't know. Maybe they have actual underground deep AI working to be able to develop some kind of coordinated system that controls the birds and their migration patterns. Oh, why do birds migrate once a year? Is that because they all have to be recalibrated? That makes so much sense. Again, the whole world, the whole universe makes sense once you are bird pilled, once you understand all of this. So yeah, once a year they all migrate because they all have to be recalibrated. That's where they can start making sure that like they're not going to fall apart. That's why you don't have birds just spontaneously explode or just fall out of the sky. Like you would think that would happen. It all makes sense.
The United States government murdered every bird in existence using poisonous toxins dropped from airplanes. Now, while they did this, they replaced all the dead birds with surveillance drones in disguise that look indistinguishable from a real bird. Now, we see these birds every day, and they see us, feeding our information back to the government. Now, here's the thing. In the late 1970s, a group of people found out that the government was doing this and started a movement to spread awareness called Birds Aren't Real. The government easily censored this movement, though. This was before the internet, so it was super easy to do that. In the past few years, the Birds Aren't Real movement has returned, and we are the new generation of it. Our goal is to spread awareness about what's happened. People deserve to know. With the internet, it's a lot harder for the government to censor us this time. So share this video, spread the truth. Let's get it out there.
Done. I will help you bird pill the masses, all right? It's only a matter of time. I mean, it's too bad that one, performance on television probably won't be remembered for anything other than...
Gen Z is full of some amazing men, women, and children that are aiming for change. And I think that is, just what our movement's all about.
But it's more than just Gen Z's falling for conspiracy theories. Why?
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. I'm so sorry.
Well, we hope you're okay. Why don't we give you some time to collect yourself? If you need help, let us know in the control room there, and we'll get back to you if we can. Well, Paul, let me tell you something. Is there any weather today?
I think I don't know.
You think he was choking on his coffee?
I don't know.
It's not easy to be on TV, Paul. Some people, gets them nervous, and I just hope that young man is okay.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, he's the hero this timeline deserves. I'm genuinely serious. Well done. Bravo. Bravo. This is so... Just brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, what a movement. Am I following it? Because I should be. Yes. All right. Nice. Nice. Well done. Well done.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form, available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free. Just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Just, we beseech thee to smite down our enemies. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your humble court jesters, here to amuse you. To our lords, Trevor R., we give thanks for this spit of land for us to eke out this meager existence. To our knights, Merid, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Ellie Leslie, Alex P., Brandon, Words Greenwood, Nate, that one guy, Hagbird Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Coulter Smith, Val 9000, Jenna Tall, Quiet 185, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, The Tim Caucus, Multimondi, Trevor Yanis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophojack, Saren 42, Catherine, Radical Maniac, Ramon Acosta, Nkosin, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Political Puppy, Andreas Chiringuito, Zach Christensen, Josh Mickelson, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We raise our flag in a veil, and we salute you, our friends.